Hello everyone, welcome to Whisper the Mystery. A very warm welcome to all the new and existing subscribers. Welcome to the family. In today's reading, we're going to look into what are people's first impressions about you. There are three piles over here. This is the first pile, the red bead, the second pile, the yellow bead, and the third pile, the green bead. So please take a moment, meditate on the cards and use your intuition to choose the pile. You could also pause the video to meditate on them. And before starting, I'd like to say that I am offering a personal tarot and soul reading, and I'm also a relationship coach. So if you're interested in any of the services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. So let's start now with the first pile, that's the red bead. Welcome pile 1, all those who've chosen the red bead. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impressions about you. So first we have here patience, authority, awareness, Six of Pentacles, okay, Three of Cups, the Lovers, action, and oh my god, the Patience again. So we have two cards here for patience. I must say we have quite a few major arcana here with all these here. This is like the Temperance we have twice, the Emperor card, the Magician card, we have the Lovers. So there are many major arcana over here. So first of all, definitely I can say that you have a very strong first impression here on people. You do not go unnoticed. Now what I'm sensing from here is some of you, or most of you rather, are very grounded. Okay, I'm not saying like a low self-esteem, but you're not very arrogant, you're not very boastful about yourself. You know who you are and you're very strong about it, but you're not out there flaunting it. So at times you could feel that people do not notice you or they just pass you by without feeling your aura. But I'm saying here completely the opposite, pile 1. People here very strongly notice you. Even if you're sitting quietly and doing your work, you do not go unnoticed. They will recognize you. So this is something for you to remember, because at times I feel that, you know, even when you go out, you probably just casually dress, you'll be thinking, who's going to notice me? It's fine. But your vibration is such, your aura is such that people do notice you very strongly. And that's how attractive and magnetic you are. And they don't know what is it that just pulls them towards you. Nobody knows this. Because I'm not saying here, like I said, it's not like you are flaunting yourself or you're trying to impress other people. That's not your energy here. You're very comfortable in your own skin. And that's what surprises them as well, is that why are they noticing you? What's exactly happening? So it's the first time this strong magnetic aura here, which I'm sensing, people do realize about you and do understand that there is something very special here about you. Now, they notice you as someone with this patient card, as someone who is more of an introvert, someone who keeps their things to themselves, but you come across as to be someone very calm and very composed. Like I said, you're so comfortable here in your own skin. You don't come across as someone who's very I won't say proud. I'm not, let me think of the right word here. It's basically here, they find you someone who is a bit more on the shy introvert side, okay? And yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, more on the shy and introvert side. But that doesn't mean that you're so shy and timid that you will not approach people. It's not that shy. It's more like you like your own company. Whenever they see you, probably you're someone, even if you're sitting in you know, could be having a coffee by yourself. You're absolutely fine with it. So they see you as someone who is very comfortable with themselves. You do not need many people around you. But they also notice that many people do want to be in your company, and when they do talk to you and do approach you, you're someone very friendly and very warm. So it's not like you kind of repel people. Absolutely not. You accept them. You are very loving and very warm. It's like when they come and speak to you, you're very friendly here, especially the Three of Cups here, very jovial. But you are not craving for the attention. You're not desperate here to be a part of a group. You're fine if you're by yourself, and you're also fine here if you're in the company of other people. Absolutely. You come across as someone very authoritative as well. Is yes, you have the sweet and calm energy, but you kind of have this energy more of a boss. Okay, especially if you're a woman, like a boss babe, that sort of energy. So at times people could get a little bit intimidated to approach you, because that is your energy. Although it's calm and composed, it could be a little bit intimidating. Once they actually approach you, they have a slightly different picture of you. Again, once they approach you, they do recognize that there was nothing to fear. You're absolutely fine. You're friendly with them. You're nice to them. But it's just that initial, maybe, you know, when you're yourself, you could have that slight serious expression out there on your face. And you come across to be someone who's very smart, very intelligent, okay, who knows so much. So it could intimidate people slightly out there. You also come across to be someone who's very, very intelligent, very wise, and someone who has like deep, deep knowledge. And some of the people I feel like who do understand aura and energy, when they do see you, they know this for a fact that you're quite spiritual as well, and you're quite in tune with your spiritual side. These are for people who do understanding from a spiritual perspective. But those are the people who are not very spiritual, who do not really understand all those things. They might find you to be someone who's very, very intelligent out there. Okay. And you also come across to be someone who's very helpful, very generous. If someone does need any help, you are out there ready to help them, very happy to help them. And it's someone who always has a helping hand. Again, you're always coming across as someone who's very, very wise. You've probably been someone who has come across to be wiser than your age, where other people in your age group may have been out there just having fun. You could be out there sitting and trying to understand what life is all about. So there's something about you which is very wise. I'm sensing here very strongly about love. Love is something which does have a strong impact in your life. I don't know why. I'm just seeing it more like a soulmate or twin flame connection which you could be in. Now, people do feel, if you are in a loving connection, all right, if you are in a relationship, people do feel that you and your partner are kind of opposites. Don't know why this is coming up, but they feel like you both are very different from each other. And if you are single, I do feel like there are quite a few people who are after you, but maybe you're not aware of it. Or again, it's like, you know, you just don't care. There is a part of you where I'm feeling you just don't care of what people around you think, what's happening. You're so just in your own zone. You have your own dream, you have your own ambition and desires, and that's the only thing you concentrate on. It's not like you're really bothered about what's happening in everyone else's life. So people do see that there's so many admirers for you. There's so many people who want to be close to you, but you are someone who is like a celebrity, okay, kind of, where many people want to be with you, but you are quite picky about it, okay? And when you spend time with people, they do realize how much fun you are and they want to spend more time with you. But again, you might just go back in your shell and just be, you know, doing a few things which you feel are more important for you or which are more necessary for you out there. So there is this energy here I'm sensing, but I am feeling for a lot of you watching, there could be some complications relating to your love life. I don't know why. Maybe you're in a connection, in a relationship which you're not happy with. Maybe you're with the wrong person currently. I don't know what it is, but there is something here about your connection and relationship here which is strongly, strongly coming up. And that could be the reason as well why you kind of, you're more within yourself rather than expressing it to the world. You're kind of very private about your emotions, I'm sensing. But the thing is, no matter how private you are, there are people who are still interested in what's happening in your life. They want to know more about you and what's happening out there in your life. I must say there are many people who are nosy about your life in general. All right, Pawan, I hope you resonated with this reading and you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I am offering a personal tarot reading and soul reading, and I'm also a relationship coach. If you're interested in any of these services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, pile 2, all those who've chosen the yellow bead. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impressions about you. So first we have here financial and material changes, material and spiritual prosperity, intuition. There's the Princess of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles, it looks like, yeah. Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Tower, Angel of Balance, and Goddess of the Moon. Wow, very, very interesting. So, pile 2. What is really standing out here is a lot of energy surrounding finances and pentacles, and a lot of energy surrounding intuition, which is so interesting, right? Because they both are contrast here. Because normally when a person looks at someone to be who looks after their finances or career, they do not consider them to be very spiritual or intuitive for some reason. So I'm kind of seeing that you do have both sides to you, and very beautifully these two sides really come across to people. It might be intentionally or unintentionally, where you do portray it. So it could be, maybe on your social media sometimes you do kind of show both sides, or maybe just the way you talk at times. If you're in an office environment, you could be talking a lot about intuition as well. So people do realize that there are these two sides to you. One is the material side and the other is your spiritual side, which is, like I said, contrasting but beautifully blended out there within you. Now, first of all, what people notice in this kind of Five of Pentacles, financial material changes, is you're probably someone who does multitasking. Your hands could be full. You could be doing quite a few things one time. Maybe you have a full-time job and you have a side hustle, or you just have different hobbies. But they see you quite busy. They see you involved in so many things. Yeah, that's the kind of energy I'm sensing. Now, what I'm also seeing from here is people see you as someone who's very prosperous. They feel you have a lot of abundance, which could be true for a lot of you watching. But yeah, they see you as someone who is very well off, who is very financially stable. And they do get attracted as well, especially if you're women watching. I'm sensing here with your jewelry, something about your jewelry out there which people get really attracted with. And my eyes here is falling on the ring. She has this kind of small tiara earrings over here. So on your ornaments here, people somehow do get very attracted to it. So, you could be someone who's very beautiful, who loves dressing up, who just, even if you're just wearing something very simple, you do kind of stand out. People do notice you, the way you dress, the way you look. Looks is something out here which is standing out, I'm sensing. But yeah, besides your physical appearance here, which is coming across very beautifully, they do feel like you do juggle a lot. You are kind of very busy, and your time just gets consumed with your daily tasks. Now, with the intuition and the goddess of the moon, they both are cards represented by the intuition. So they do understand that you have a very strong intuition. You're someone very spiritual, and a lot of them could be coming to you for guidance, because they feel like what guidance you give them comes straight from your heart. It's like as if the divine is speaking through you, and you make the person feel from within very calm and relaxed. It's like you show them a picture which they never which they could never see, or they just didn't see things from that perspective. So it's like you get an inner voice and you say something and it just shows the picture, this person a picture from a different perspective. Okay, so you could be getting beautiful insights out there. If you are not meditating, I feel that you really need to develop that side, or really need to sit down more regularly for meditation, because that is really, really going to open your inside, and you're not going to just going to help other people. I see you here helping yourself as well quite a lot in your journey. Now, with the Tower moment, because this is the first impression here, what people get about you, which is very interesting. Because I feel like when people meet you, they talk to you, they do understand that you've not had an easy life somehow. They do understand that you have been through quite a lot. You're not someone like, if you do tell to people, my life has been difficult, they will trust you, because that's what they feel. They feel you are someone who has been born out of different experiences and circumstances in life. You're not someone for whom things have just fallen on the lap. So if they see you right now as well, who is someone enjoying a lot of luxury or material prosperity, they know you have worked for it, worked very, very hard, especially here with so many multitasking going on. They know that you have worked for it, and that's the reason why you have what you deserve. It's not for, where things have been easy for you. Absolutely not. So whether you share this with people or not, if you just kind of give them a sheet of paper and ask them to say, have you been through experiences in life? You'll get the answer is yes. Okay, that's the situation. They don't know what is it. They don't know how it is, but they do know like it's not been an easy journey for you. And the other thing I'm sensing, that if someone has been through something, you kind of just feel it, and you approach the person and you talk to them and they're wondering, how do you know they've not been feeling their best? How do you know that something has happened in their life? That's the other situation as well. It's you kind of get this insight from before. If someone is experiencing something really tragic or something really difficult out there in their life, you are there for them. It's they see you sometimes as a God sent or angel sent in their lives here. Let me see what else I can get from this. Oh yes, angel of balance. With this, I'm sensing that when someone talks to you initially, they kind of feel like you can read through them, okay? And there is this instant bond which you develop, more like if people do believe in past life connection, they would feel like they've already known you before. Okay, that's because when you talk to someone, you talk to their soul, okay, if that makes sense. It's not like you are looking at the person from their outer perspective. Like that's how people see you initially, right? They see the clothes you wear and that's how they think about you or they judge you. But for you, you go deeper than that. You look at a person, you talk to the person behind those clothes, behind that body, you talk to the soul. And this is something which really touches quite a lot of people, because they wonder, how do you know about them? And this is one thing as well, where if you do not get a good vibe from a particular person, you will just step back, you will just step away without saying a single word. It's, if from deep within you feel things are not right, or that person doesn't give you a good vibe, you will just step away, and people will understand that you kind of just read through them, you kind of understood them. So it's a very, very deep energy. And I feel like a lot of you've probably changed as well, a lot of jobs, a lot of careers, because deep within you felt like your time has been over in that particular space, or you felt that's not right for you, I need to go to another route. People at times could see this as more drastic, and they feel like you are spoiling your life by making these hasty decisions, trusting your intuition. But for you, Pile 2, that works extremely well. Extremely well. It's not necessary to be in that same area of your life forever if you're not happy, right? Or that's not what life is about, to spend your whole life into one thing. You're meant to experience, and for you that experience of life is really important. So whether it means leaving one job, whether it means stopping one hobby and starting a new one, you will do it based on your intuition. So yeah, your intuition is coming across very, very strongly. All right, pal 2, I hope you resonated, enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I am currently offering a tarot reading, soul reading, and I'm also a relationship coach. So if you're interested in any of these services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye. Welcome, pal 3, all those who have chosen the green bead. It's an honor for me to do a reading for you today. We're now going to look into what are people's first impressions about you. So first we have new beginning, power, which is like the strength card, solitude, which is like the hermit, king of wands, okay, ace of cups, the moon, second chakra, and envy. Okay, I'll just tune into the energy here. Pile 3, I must say, I feel a lot of you could have been attracted to pile 1 as well. That as well felt like a very, very strong energy pile. So if you do feel attracted to pile 1, please do watch that as well. All right. So we have here so many major arcana. Just here itself, we have the Fool, Strength, and Hermit. So again, people notice you, pile 3. They do definitely notice you. And I feel you know that. Okay, you know that people notice you and that's how you come across to the world. But yeah, you don't really care. You don't give a damn. That's the thing I'm sensing here. So however you feel, if sometimes you're in the mood to kind of dress up, you're not in the mood to dress up, you just don't care. Okay, you will do what you feel like. I'm seeing you as someone who's very, very strong-headed. You know what you want. So even if the day you are kind of dressed up very casually, you'll be like, I don't care. This is how I feel today, and this is how I'll step out. But you know, no matter what you do, no matter what you go, there are people who do notice you. You do understand that. Now, I'm seeing you as someone who is not afraid to take any risks. You're not afraid to start something new. And this is one thing which people do notice about you. If, for example, you are in a meeting and somebody wants a volunteer for something, and if you feel you can do it, you will do it. You are someone very, very confident out there. And as much as you like your me time, as much as you like to spend time on your own as well, I feel you can be out there ready to capture the world, and you come across to be someone who is very, very confident and very extrovert. Okay, so it's like you've got two sides here with this power card, as you can see, right? One side is the side of a human being, the other is the side of a lion. So I feel you have two sides to you, and people, because the first impression, they see this in you. They see that on one side, and I'm kind of seeing it like this, right? On one side, you could be someone who is very knowledgeable. You like spending time on your own. You like gaining that inner power. But on the other side, you're kind of a very extrovert. You like going outside. You like going outdoor. You like socializing. So people do see that you have both sides, and you both are major arcanas, right? So you provide justice to both sides very efficiently and very effectively, I must say. We have the King of Wands. So you come across to be someone who's very creative, very passionate. And even here with the new beginnings, it's kind of like she has a wand in her hand. And here as well, the King of Wands, there is a wand in the hand. So you come across to be someone as well who is very authoritative, who knows what you want, and you know how to get things done. If anybody's out there whom they trust to get things done, it's you. Okay, any way you will manage it, whether it's through your soft tone or whether you could also raise your voice. Okay, that's how you are, right? You are very flexible. You kind of, you kind of can bend into any situation. But that's how you come across to people, at least, okay? That you are very, very flexible. So they can kind of put you into any scenario and you'll be able to do justice and come out of it. So if they, for example, need to get a contract closed and they want someone who is very good in negotiating, you'll be the perfect person for it. So there is a lot of trust here I'm sensing, which people have on you. But with the envy card, now this is coming across two ways, because this is how people see you. So some of them could see you as someone who is so strong-headed, who is so, who knows what they want, that they could feel like, you could be envious of other people. And that's the reason why you have such a high energy, because you want to prove yourself. And on the other hand, if that's not the case, I'm also feeling that a lot of people could be envious about you. Okay, but I'm seeing it more of the first scenario where they feel like you're ready to do everything because you have this fire within you, and when you see other people progress, you want to, you want to reach that high as well, and you'll put in all the effort to get that done. But that they feel is because of your desire to be like someone else, although they might not be very clear about this hermit energy, where actually you go deep within to get your inspiration and not externally. But they feel like you could be looking at the external environment out there for inspiration. Now, with the moon and the ace of cups, I'm kind of getting a little emotional energy here. So they see you as someone as well who could be very, very tuned with your emotional side. But at times you could come across to be someone who is extremely emotional. So maybe if someone does mention about an incident which has happened in their life, it could bring you into tears. Or, if you notice some injustice being done, it could really emotionally affect you. So as much as you appear strong from outside, they see you as someone who is very emotional deep within. And sometimes you could also make a big decision, hasty decision based on your emotional side. Okay, so this is one thing where you need to keep on top of your emotions, right? And look at things from a logical perspective as well. You're like kind of a mixture of everything you're fencing, pile tree. It's a beautiful, beautiful blend. And again, it's the first impression. So it's not like people are seeing you correctly. And it's not even like people are noticing everything about you. Some of them could be seeing one side to you. The other side could be seeing the other side to you. And there are very few people here, of course, who are able to see the both sides of you. But it's like you have so many shades out there within you that it's very difficult for someone to understand you completely, at least on the first instance. Okay, and then we have here the second chakra, right, which is all around sexuality and everything. So again, to some people, you come across to be someone who is very, very, very attractive, because we also have the King of Wands, which is, a lot based on attractiveness and sexuality. And that's the reason why I said where that people do get attracted to you, Paltry. You definitely know that. And you know who likes you, who do not like you. You're quite smart from that, I feel. So it's like people do not need to tell you, you know that. They might be confused in trying to understand you and judge you, but for you, you are not. You can see through people. You know who are attracted towards you. You know who are jealous about you. You know who are just pretending to be your friends. You can see all that, right? And that's the reason why I feel you're such a strong individual. And you do not depend on anyone else. With all these cards I'm seeing, you're quite independent. You trust your inner strength more than someone else out there being supportive towards you. Yes, of course, you are quite emotional as well, as I said. But again, that is your emotions, right? It's not like you're again depending on a third person for showing you the way. So in brief, this has been complicating, Paltry, but what I'm sensing is people see both sides of you. One is a very fiery, opening energy, and the others are someone who's a bit more withdrawn towards themselves. But this does not really come across too much. I'm seeing here more like this extrovert, fiery energy which comes across to people. And they see you as someone who's very, very passionate, but yes, at times you could be wanting to come up very quickly based on other people's achievements, although they do not know that you go deep within and get your inspiration from within yourself. They could also see you someone who is very emotionally, who's very emotional, sorry, and based on emotions sometimes could take big steps. I feel they could be right in this, pile 3. But yeah, again, for you, it's you get all your inspiration and all your strength out there from within. That's really, really, really powerful, pile 3, I must say. All right, I hope you enjoyed and resonated with this reading. If you did, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I am offering a personal tarot and soul reading, and I'm also a relationship coach. So if you're interested in any of the services, you could email me. My email address is mentioned in the description below. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Goodbye.